So hi, it's been a long time since the last time I did a video. Probably over a month was the last time. I was just leaving Malta to go back to the United States to start the process of actually selling my house and getting all my package or all my belongings either sold, given away, packed to come to Malta or basically disposed of some way. All that happened. It transpired a little slower than I expected and hoped, but it did get me to be able to actually leave on May 12th, where I flew from Los Angeles to New York City. I spent the evening in New York City and then caught a flight from JFK into Milan on the next day. That got me in because it was an evening flight, basically the next day. I spent 2 days at a hotel at the airport in Milan, one to recover and one to do something I really wanted to do. I've never been able to go to that area, and I had heard so much about Lake Como and how beautiful it is up there. So I took that day to actually take a morning train into Lake Como, and then took a 2 hour, a little over 2 hour boat trip from Lake Como itself up to, or Como, up to Bellagio, and spent the day sightseeing in Bellagio, had lunch there, and then took the express boat back. Rather than taking 2 hours, they can do it in 1 hour on the express, and got back, took the train back to the hotel at the airport, and then the next day caught my flight into Malta, and met with my landlord, who showed me around the apartment, which you're seeing in the background. He gave me the rundown as far as how some of the things work. I have a bunch of manuals to read about how some of the appliances work, but everything is going well. Um, and I'm starting to slowly put things together. Currently, the only things that I have with me is what I was able to carry on the flight, which was a large suitcase, a medium-sized suitcase, and my carry-ons, which was a backpack and the camera that I bring along. So all of that was all I have right now. I understand from emails I'm getting that the packages that I shipped the day that I actually did fly out, which was on the 12th, have arrived in Malta. The ones went air freight and are in customs, hoping that they will clear sometime this week. And I will have those 6 boxes of stuff that I took to be able to live between now and then the final shipment, which is on a, hopefully by now, on a ship that is leaving Los Angeles via hopefully I would imagine the Panama Canal, and then across the Atlantic up to where I think it goes, which is up in the Scandinavian countries, where it clears customs there, and then gets somehow from there to the island of Malta, and I will and get those items. There are in that shipment about 47 different boxes. Most of them are smaller ones, but the collective of everything else that I'm having here. I don't expect, unfortunately, to have those arrive until sometime in August. So with this being still May, that's a long time off. So again, the things that I sent air will sort of hold me over, I'm hoping, to get me through the time frame until the big packages arrive, and I have some of the things that I will be able to use and live with. There are some things I'm going to need to buy. One of the things, for example, I did not ship is a barbecue. So I want to go out and buy a barbecue to put out on the patio so that I can cook. And then one of the other things would be a lot of the electrical stuff, I couldn't bring. I either had to give it away or I gave it to charity or it went to the new owners of the home that I sold. So those all, because of the voltage difference, with America being 120 or 110 to 120 and Europe being 220 to 240, none of the appliances would work basically here in this country. So not to also talk about the fact that the plugs are completely different. So basically, it was electrical in one way or the other. It didn't get shipped. It was given away. So I need to buy some of those things, things like an air fryer, because I got used to using an air fryer. As I said, the barbecue that I'm going to be getting. Also want to get something to do the robotic floor cleaning. So either vacuum or a scrubber or a combination vacuum scrubber. Like to do that. I just saw in a catalog today a robot that does windows. Interesting concept. I might take a look at that because this has a lot of windows and you'll see them as I take you on a tour. So that's really what I wanted to do now is take you on a short tour of where I'm going to live, where the next chapter of my life living in Malta actually takes place. And again, I'm excited about it. Hopefully, when you see what I'm about to show you, you'll get excited about it because it's a beautiful place, and I'm excited. So, okay, let me flip you around and pick you up, and then we'll go for a tour. As I say, right now you're at I'm sitting at the dining room table, kitchen over my shoulder, and we'll take a look at a little bit more of that. Everything came furnished. The things that you're seeing right now, none of this except for my clothes came on the airplane. So therefore, this is a fully furnished apartment, not like something you get in America where you get maybe some things that are furnished, but this you'll see is pretty inclusive of things that you get. Okay, so let's go. Let's go back out here a little bit. I think the camera turned itself off, and I'll cut and paste this back into it. So again, this is the view from my balcony terrace. You can see that there are people down there enjoying the water. Today is Sunday. Wonderful weather, not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. You can see some boats, as I say, that are moored in the little harbor. And then wonderful. And then this is the table that he had installed for me. And over here is where the barbecue is going to go. And hopefully we'll have that in about a week, so I can actually start cooking out here and enjoying that. Okay, so this is the, as I say, the living room and dining room over here and the kitchen. Let's go down and see what we've got here. This will be a little noisy because it has a fan built into it, but this is the guest bathroom. It's a half bath. And so when people are visiting the house, they can, go here. Down below is the washing machine. And then this is where a dryer will go. and the water heater you saw up above that. So pretty cool as far as being able to do laundry. This is the actual guest room, bedroom. So when I have guests coming to visit, this is where they'll actually stay. They have a fairly nice view also out the side, some cabinetry, and then they have their own bath, a shower to be able to, and toilet to be able to basically, it's en suite, so they'll be able to have the comforts right there. This is where my office will be. Again, nice view from here. This is where the desk will go. I think I'm going to put the desk on this side, and then I'm hoping to get a couch put in here that actually makes into a bed. So it has the desk has to be small enough, large enough to actually be used, but not that it will impede itself from having the couch be made into a bed. So I can, so if somebody else is here, I have a place for that. Also, the office has its own bathroom also, the shower. And again, if somebody's staying here in that on that made bed, then they'll be able to do that, and then storage for them here. And again, this one shares, like the other one, like the guest one, shares this little patio too. So that's part of it. And then if we go down this hallway, we're going to my bedroom, the master. And you're seeing the master closet in the head, and there is the master bathroom. There's a little desk here for me to work, and I will be working from there. And then out here is my view, which is similar to the other views that you saw. Again, a shower, all that sort of stuff. And then this is the walk-in sort of closet that has a lot of storage for things there. Again, I've got boxes coming that hopefully will fill up most of this. We'll see how that all plays out. But that's that. The bed that was here, but didn't have sheets or had pillows, but didn't have any pillowcases, didn't have any sheets, didn't have a comforter. So I had to get that yesterday. So that's the apartment. And a little echo in this little area here. Have to get something on the walls to absorb sound, so it's not so echoey. So we're going to go back over here, and then I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'll wrap this up. So I'm going to get my shoes on. Make sure I have my keys. Yep. We're going to go out the front door. There's the elevator, because this is the 7th floor, and I would hate to have to hoof up 7 different floors to get to my apartment every time. So we're going to go up one more though. So because I own, or because I'm leasing, I should not own, leasing the space on the 7th floor of the penthouse, I get to have the roof also. So again, same view, except that I can see a little bit more in the back, which is you can see more of Arwa and the type of construction that's going on around here. That crane that you're seeing right there, that was the crane that actually allowed the landlord to be able to put that jacuzzi up on the roof. I get to have the jacuzzi all by myself, or people who are coming to visit me can share it with me. But nobody else in the building. It's not made for the other tenants. So let me see. Flip that one down. We'll flip this one down. And as you can see, it's a quite nice jacuzzi. So I'm really looking forward to laying in this one with the jets on my back and on my legs and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be fantastic. So, yeah. Next week, they're going to fill it up and then teach me and the landlord how to use it. Over here, he's going to put in a couple deck chairs, some tables. So when I'm up on the roof, I can actually lounge here in the sun. And as I say, the sun rises straight over there and then sets behind the buildings over here. So it's sort of east, south facing. And then these are the water tanks for the tenants. Number 7 is mine, which is, I think that first one has a 7 on it. Yep. And then these are the other apartments. So I won't be using this area. Most likely from that point over to here will be closed off because I don't need to get to it. But other than that, this whole area is my domain. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to turn you around one more time and say thanks for sharing your time with me. As I say, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to start doing videos with me now here in Malta. Like, for example, tomorrow is Monday. I needed to go to the capital city area, which is about a 20-minute bus ride away, and meet with the people that are helping me get my residency visa here. Go through some of the paperwork that I need to do. Hopefully, open a bank account with a Maltese bank so that I can give some or transfer some money from US dollars into euros to be able to make my rent payments and food payments and all that sort of stuff, rather than having to use my American credit card and having an exchange rate happen every time that I use my card. So I'm hoping to have that all taken care of. I want to do some improvements on my cell phone. Right now I'm using my American one. I'd like to get a Maltese phone number and be able to do calls locally with the people that I need to do work with locally. And then there's a couple shops that I need to go to and as I say, start buying the things I need, like the robot vacuum cleaner and the grill and all that sort of stuff. So, okay, if you're enjoying what I'm learning about how to live here in Malta, and that's what I plan to do, is take you along with me as I explore and learn more about life here in Malta. Please click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you like this video and like what I'm showing you as far as how I'm going to live, mark the thumbs up one, and then that will allow them to recommend it to other people. And then if you want to be notified when I place the next one, if you're not a full-time, I always look at Phil's videos, then mark the bell, and then they will be notified when the next one I put out there. And again, I'm trying to probably put one out once a week now, to be able to, as I say, start showing you the things that I'm I'm learning and seeing and living with here in Malta. Okay? So, okay, thanks guys, and have a great one.